Command! We need an ammo drop! No! Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Shadow Toys Photography. Tonight, we'll be reviewing Valaverse Action Force Weapons Pack Lima and Mike. If you check out the short video down somewhere below in my videos, or if you subscribe, just check out the video shorts in my channel, you'll see I covered an unboxing of these. However, I forgot to mention they started adding action points, and I am the only reviewer out here who called them out for not putting action points on their weapons package. They were putting them on everything except for these. I was just like, why? Give us an action point. So one action point, I'll take it. Thank you for watching, Bobby. Thank you for listening. He's got to be watching and listening. So many ideas they're using. I'll get into that a little bit later, but yeah, these are great. I got these open and we'll take a look at them right now. Okay, first up is the tray of blast effects. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice, decent amount. I've said this about toy companies in general. If a figure comes with guns and that company makes blast effects, they need to give us that amount of blast effects. These don't really match how many guns we get, but I'm happy to get a ton of blast effects in with the weapons pack. That is, whoops, how it should be. And yeah, these are great. It looks like this one down here for the double-barreled shotgun is the new one here. I kind of recognize the rest of these we've seen before, but so I won't go, all right, they won't even pop out. Nice. So just the one kind of pops out. Everything else is in there. But yeah, we'll stick that in the shotgun and all that, which I'll open right now. Next up, we got our bag of shoddy Boombadis. And yeah, nice. They look, all of them look so great. Forgive me if I don't know all the designations of all weapons, because all the alphabet numbers and letters and all that gets a little muddled. But first off the bat, let's try this double-barreled shotgun out, because this is supposed to flip down. All right, well, the things aren't painted in there, which is a little disappointing. I'd rather it be empty than just kind of blank like that, but cool that it flips down. I'll give it that. Nice, flips up. It's got a nice paint on it, really nice. I gotta say, these weapon packs, I was going to make a video on how bad I thought some of the weapon choices have been lately. And I got to say, these two weapon packs, wow, that looks great, are let's get them in some of these hands. So let's see, who would use this? Pandora. These two weapon packs are hands down, besides the initial ones we've gotten, because they were like needed. Since then, hands down, these are the two best weapon packs they've ever made. I gotta say, so far so good. Hopefully when we're going through them, I don't get stand corrected here, but looks wise, I'm impressed. And yeah, that's painted really well. That looks really nice. Let's see it kind of flip down there. Whoops, knocking into the camera. Okay, yeah, not bad, looks good. Yeah, it looks like she's like doing that midair thing. I got too much over here. I got to clean it up. But yeah, not bad. Not bad. Let's leave her with that. Nice. Pandora. Here's another shotgun. I don't really remember the name of these. I'm pretty sure this is pump action. They don't pump, which is a little disappointing. That's why, I mean, Valaverse, I would say, is maybe, I got to give them number 3 spot in 1/12 scale weapon manufacturers. Nice details on there. Mezco's number 1, obviously, because their guns are just the most functional. I mean, so far they can't be beaten. Number 2, I would say, is probably third party, but they're a little bit of hit and miss, but they're pretty functional as well. And I would give 3 a tie between Valaverse and maybe Gridiron. I don't own Gridirons, but as far as looks are concerned, they look awesome. This only has 1 port, so the double-barreled one isn't, I don't know if that's going to work. I mean, this is kind of a spray. It's not exactly the same kind of thing, but you can kind of fudge it there. So that works. Here, what should we give this to? not you. As you can see, I got some Valaverse, Hasbro Police Guy, Mezco, Red Hood, and the rest of Valaverse. Here, let me not struggle and put this in his hand. Let's get it in his hand, and I'll show you. Okay. Yeah, he looks really good. Really good with that. Looks better from the side than straight on. But that's why Valaverse, you got to go. Bobby, you got to go to the double ball neck peg, man. Is that you just can't get that. Almost. It's like almost there. He just needs those couple extra centimeters. You know, do better than Hasbro. They have the double ball neck peg. Some of them work and some of them don't. You know, but I think that double ball neck peg instead of the hinge and then double ball down here, you know what I mean? Or barbell, whatever. But yeah, that looks really good. Really nice shotty. It's kind of similar to the one, did I say, the one that Peacemaker uses in the season 1. I think he has the handle on it, but yeah, not bad. Next up is the I'm gonna call this, it's not exactly the Arnold, but does he use one of these? No, it's a different, that's like an old, in Terminator 2 uses that one, not in the first one, not in the third one. I don't think, this is more like a Punisher, the Punisher shotgun, or the Crow. That's what I'm thinking of, the Crow. That's pretty good. Here, I'll give this to Red Hood. And I like how they fit. They're like the perfect size. Perfect size, you know, because sometimes third party can be a little small. But, look, they fit Mezco nice. So that's what's up. I like it. I like it a lot. Well painted. Again, I just wish if they moved, you know, I'd give them a higher up on the score there. I think they'd be maybe even under Mezco. They're getting there. They're getting there. They need a little bit more functionality. And I think they'll be tied with Mezco, honestly. It's I'm going to put that out of his hand, though. Next is the kind of another version of this one, but with, you know, attachments on it, which I like, which is what we need. It's a little bit of a different shotgun, the barrel there up top. But yeah, I wish that slid right there, but looks amazing. They could use a little bit more detail underneath there, the little silver, what's it called? Like hammer pin thing, you know, on the bottom of a shell. Someone's gonna type the what it's called, but and maybe at the top there, maybe just a little like a black circle around it, just so it looks like an indent, you know, where the shotgun shell is, because it kind of can look like lipstick. You know what I mean? But it's not too bad. Here, let me pop out the policeman and show you how that looks. Okay, yeah. That's pretty good. And see, no, this, I got to give it to Hasbro. Their double neck peg there. I know on a Valaverse video I'm complimenting Hasbro. Forgive me, please. But look, I mean, he can look down the barrel a little bit. You know, he can get his hands up there. I mean, it is a little bit different of a gun, and he doesn't have to shoulder it. But he can get that aim, and yeah, I will say Hasbro and Mezco hands are a little bit better than Valaverse's. I didn't get the new set of hands, but I was able to get the gun in there a lot faster. A lot faster. All right, and finally, this gun I do know is the Spaz 12-12. I'm pretty sure the side is right, but the top, I think, needs a little bit more detail. And I didn't expect this to fold down. That's a little crazy. And this can get a little, well, it's thick right there. But these can get a little, you know, what's it called? Fragile, I guess. Yeah, fragile's the right word. But other companies have done it. So I do wish it was functional. And this doesn't even move. I wish that moved. But it still looks good. Still looks really, really good. Let's give this one to Red Hood. I know Arnold, the Terminator, in the first Terminator 1, what is it, 1980, uses this one. And Hitman, Agent 47, love that gun. There used to be a gun shop in town that had this gun. Oh, man. I think it was like $2,000 back in late 90s, early 2000s. But that's like that's the level, that's the era of guns that we need. Not World War II, not cyberpunk, that 1980s or even Vietnam era, like the M16s up to like early 2000s, you know, like Afghan war, you know, Iraq war era, you know what I mean? So right in that sweet spot, those kind of 3 or 4 decades there, or I'm going to go in the 1960s, it's even more, double decades, but geez Louise. Yeah, I don't want to keep going on and on, but that's like the sweet spot of weapons that design wise, look wise, coolness wise, that's what collectors need. I mean, I could speak for myself, you know, but that's the sweet spot right there. All right, let's open the final bag of weapons and check them out. Okay, got the final bag of guns open, and this is just weapons pack Lima. I haven't even done the other one yet, but here's the twin Uzis or Mac 10s. I guess same kind of thing, but I mean, no, I guess they're more the Mac family, because it's the long magazines that throw me. But yeah, they're really nice, really nice. I guess these came with what was it, Sidewinder? Please tell me this comes out. Oh, really nice. I like that a lot. That's sweet. Can it go like on another gun, I wonder? A little bit. Oh man, nice. I mean, that's a ridiculous loadout, but all right, I like how that it can do that. All right, that's pretty sweet. I like that a lot. Now, can the magazine pop out? Ugh, no, it can't. All right. I mean, I like that the silencer comes off. I mean, Bobby, another thing you should consider is that other companies, they don't really make removable silencers. I think just Hasbro, really. So, yeah, that should be more of a gimmick thing. Let me get her loaded up. Okay, yeah, that looks good, like she's on the back of the Vanguard or something like that. Here, let's give her a blast effect. I could probably fit on this one, but then you're gonna need a different blast effect for the, I was gonna say, it was the Mac 10 without it, but not too quiet with that kind of burst. But I guess I should have used the tinier one, but whatever. It looks cool just for coolness sake. But yeah, that's real nice. That's really nice. I dig these a lot. This is, again, best weapon packs to date. I gotta say, best weapon packs to date. Next up is the what is this? Kind of the AK family. This doesn't come out? Oh, okay, there we go. And then you could switch this around. Cool. I don't think that's been done. Points for that. Yeah, see, because this won't, it needs the other one without, let me grab it real quick. Without it. Oh, okay, so it's this one down here. Okay, nice. See, I appreciate that too. You give us all the correct firing effects. That pops in there. I'm a little nervous, but it's in. Wow, that looks really good. Let's give him a gun. I don't think I've given him a weapon yet. But here, let me do this off camera and then come back. Okay, nice. In case you're wondering, that's the Vanguard, Desert Vanguard driver cabeza on the Desert Condor. So yeah, you gotta remember all these different things. It gets a little crazy, but yeah, that looks great. Yeah, I forgot that designation, but I think if it has just like a back part, again, Bobby, if you give us like same weapons, just like stocks, if anyone could get away with repaints, it's you, this guy with the weapons, man. I mean, you could get this just different styles. I mean, I guess you can't really reuse that mold, but you could paint that. I guess it matches that, but black, or you know what I mean, black on black version would be nice, or gray. You know, people wouldn't mind in getting multiple of the same gun, not over and over and over and over again, but like having double of the same gun, but like slightly with repaint variations. People are not going to complain about that. Not pack after pack either, but like maybe, I don't know. We'll see, but that looks incredible. That looks really good. All right, next up, we got some AKs. Now, I know some people were complaining about the attachments on top, that we just want some regular AKs, and I was with that as well. However, as soon as I opened these and took a look at them, I was like, oh yeah, you know what? I don't mind some attachments on these. They look really, really good. I'm sure this pops out too. Yes, it does. Yeah, no round in there or bullet, you know, that you can see, which would be another nice touch. But yeah, that's really nice. Let me switch that, flip that back. Does it go on the other side? No, it stays on the same side. Cool. And let me pop it in, let's put it in this guy's hand. Yeah, again, no surprise. He looks sick. But I was saying, yeah, people were complaining, but I will say in Valaverse's defense, I got to defend them when it's right. They've given us AKs before, and the sawed-off AKs, or not, I don't want to say sawed-off, but stockless, you know, shoulder butt, what do you want to call it, there. So, you know, we were due for some AKs with some attachments. I mean, this may be a different variation on the AK-47, but I will say, you know what we do need, and again, Bobby, I hope know you're watching and listening, kind of like Santa, right? But we need the AK was 47 74s. They're kind of similar, but it's they got a different stock there, and different front barrel. And I'm pretty sure the different magazine. It's similar, but a little bit different. They use it in, I believe they use it in Metal Gear Solid 4, but I know he hasn't played those games. But the AK-74, it's like, I know it's like the reverse thing, but I can speak for collectors. Let's say we don't have that in our collections. We don't have that gun. That's definitely a weapon that's missing. The only ones I have are 3D printed from, you know, friends and other sellers. So definitely that. I'm pretty sure Red Hood uses the 74, not the 47, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure Harley Quinn uses the 74, so we definitely could use it. Now the last one with the underbarrel grenade launcher. I go foomp. This is the sound it makes, but yeah, I'm sure this pops out, right? Yeah, nice. I'll give it to Red Hood here. Let me clean this up a little bit. Oh yeah, this is nice. I know I don't got his hand all the way up on the grip there of the grenade launcher, but yeah, I feel like he gets the best aim because Mezco got that double ball neck peg there. But yeah, can this let's see, let me see that barrel tip there. Will this fit on it? Oh, what happened? Did it fall out of his hands a little bit? Okay. Yeah. That's really nice. He's kind of like looking over his jacket there, but you get the idea. I mean, from other angles, it looks good. Nice. Real nice. Can I get this one in the underbarrel there? No, this is the wrong one. I think I need the smaller one. But it'll definitely work. It'll definitely fit. And it looks awesome. All right, and that's just Lima. Let's go on to Miguel. Okay, cleaned everything up, and now we got Weapons Pack Mike. Again, they gave us another point, which is nice. There's a picture. And I will say these are fairly priced. I mean, they're like 12 bucks, and then you add the shipping, so it's like 20 bucks altogether. So I know people are like, oh, try not to add the shipping, but you got to add the shipping. It comes into play. You got to add tax. But I mean, you can kind of cancel it out because you're going to pay tax no matter where you are. But maybe not. Some places you're lucky. But I couldn't say for future promotions. But yeah, so, you know, it's $20 for this set. And yeah, I got to say it's fairly priced. I mean, all the guns you get, extra magazines, firing effects, an action point, the box you could use as something. Yeah, 20 bucks is good. And I said it again, you know, they make a little different for a few bucks more, and I'd definitely be down for there. All right, let's get cracking. Okay, next up we got this, well, first I should say, is the tray with the, I think this is an FN, I forgot the number, what, -97? No, I'm probably wrong. But firing effects, no shotgun effects, because there's no shotguns in this pack. Let me pop this out there. Okay, nice. Yeah, I think that was in there because that's probably gonna snap if you just throw that in the bag when that magazine pops out. It does. Really cool. I like that a lot. Nice. And I think I might be able to give this to the police officer. I think some police officers use this weapon. They don't use auto shotguns, that's for damn sure. With that, not the ones that hit like a barrel. I maybe SWAT, but I've never seen that. And I live in New York, where they patrol Times Square with M4s. So yeah, let's give that a shot. Okay, here's the police officer. I know I don't got his hand all the way gripped on there. I mean, I guess I could pull it back there like that, but it's just to show the gun in his hand. All right, let's use some different weapons here. That on there very gently, but nice. Nice. Oh, I didn't have to heat anything up, by the way. You know, that's we're what, November when we got these. Freeze, please. Nice. I like it a lot. All right, let's get him there. Let's try and take this off now. Okay, nice. Let's get him, you know, I'm gonna pose him up and then go on to the next weapon. Okay, next pack is only a 3-pack. Well, we get the grenade launcher here and they pop out. They look cool. They're painted well. I like the kind of golden, copper gold, or just gold there. I like gold. But yeah, I wish the stock folded. That'd be a cool thing. But again, I've gotten that from third parties, and that hinge right there gets so flimsy. So like I said, you could get away with 2 versions of like the same gun, one like this and then one with that stock folded. You know what I mean? I know it's not really a repaint, but that's a cool way to get multiple guns. Definitely need a new effect for these. I don't know. I guess it would explode out like that, but I think you would see like maybe one of these, like the tip of that in the front. I don't know, in like Matrix slow motion, like doo. But let's see, who should get this? This guy. All right. Let's see if well, Pandora wants it. But all right, let me get in his hand and see how he looks. Okay, not bad. They look straight on pretty well. But see, Bobby, or someone show this to Bobby, see, you can't move his head anymore. You know what I mean? And that it's not the scarf that's hindering it. Is this technically the older body? I guess it might be. Yeah, well, it's the older body, but I'll try it with the newer one next. Kind of a straight on shot, but I guess he changed that. But if the top one doesn't work, he's just gonna kind of be like leaning on its shoulder. But regardless, he does look cool like this. You know, it's kind of like a little video gamey though, but like, you know, nice. Nice, real nice. Anyone playing Battlefield 6? It's giving me that kind of vibe. So I haven't gotten it yet. I'm a Battlefield 4 hardcore. I'm excited to get 6. I haven't gotten the 5 yet. I'm waiting to beat some games on the 4 still. I'm in no rush because holidays around the corner. You can get a bundle, but anyways, it's just giving me that vibe. Next is the, what is this? Oh yeah, it's like an MP5? MP9? No, MP5. Or close to it. The magazine. It looked, no. Oh yeah, no. The lighting might not show it, but if you could see, that's definitely molded. Yeah, it's definitely molded in there, but I like it. Not bad. We need a one of these without the light attachment on it. We need a few, Bobby, without the light attachment on it, and you could do single magazine as well, or double, but the top is fine, or without the scope. I wish the was it the reticle or inside the scope there, the glass was painted. That's a little tough to do, but, well, maybe a splash of silver or something. But yeah, that's the one thing I will give Gridiron, even over Mezco. Mezco's close, but Gridiron has the best scopes, man. The best scopes, but again, they could be a little pricey. This is really nice. All right, let me get in this guy's hand. I guess it'd go well with the police officer too, honestly. Can't go wrong. All right, I'm gonna need some off-camera power for this. Hang on. Okay, again, this is really, really nice. Bobby, we need a lot of these. We need a lot of these because we need to build our SWAT teams, you know. They use these. Like, we need a lot of these. And these weapon pack, this is the only weapon pack that comes with this exact one. I think there's some different ones, different variations with like a, I don't know if it's a silencer at the front, but this type with that, you know, from Terminator 2, but they used in Terminator 2. Remember the SWAT team in Terminator 2 when they're leaving Cyberdyne? And Arnold's like, I'll be back. And he walks in the hallway and they tell the SWAT team's there. And they're like, drop now. And they're like, drop them. And they're all shooting him. I'm pretty sure they're all using this gun. I think the stock is filled in there. Some of them using flashlights, some are not, variations. But we need a ton of these. Keep them coming. Throw them in like the next 6 packs. But you throw them with other figures. I think they come with one of the Army Builder Troopers, the arm fall off guys, whatever they're called. But yeah, I like the details in there too. But yeah, we need a ton of these. And you see what I'm saying about, he just can't, I mean, it's close, it's really close, but I just feel like that extra can't get that. You see how, yeah, it's just like, man, oh man. Almost. It's like the camera angle's making it seem like it's close. And it's so close. But it's like, you see that space there? It's just off a tiny bit. So close. Double button in the helmet here. I like these helmets better than the first versions, because the first versions don't stay on the heads that well. But they got to get better design of those earpieces. Maybe do it like Hasbro, and have it just be one piece, you know. And again, with just variations, I don't mind, you know, because helmets, swapping out helmet pieces for collectors, it can be a little tedious. That went on nice. That went on real nice. I feel like that was made for this. But it's tedious for us, you know what I mean? You move the head, stuff falls off it. You know, I gotta say, Hasbro makes the best helmets. And I haven't gotten Monster Forces yet. I am excited to try them out. Wow, that looks really good. But yeah, Valaverse is up there, but it's just like, and other companies do this. I just hate all the jank on there. Let it be one piece that moves, you know what I mean? But you know, that can move. But I like, Hasbro definitely has the winning in the helmets department there. But we're talking about guns, but it's just, you know, all encompassing. But yeah, that looks sweet. That looks really nice. Really, really nice. Nothing can't complain about any of these. Oh, and the plastic quality, top notch. This doesn't feel flimsy. I mean, if I wanted to break it, I could. Can it break on a bad fall? You know, if you have them posed and they take a tumble, yeah, it can break. More than like, you know, obviously like that. That's more solid. But I don't feel like if I put it in his hands, you got to be careful, but I don't feel like if I put it in his hands, it's gonna break. And next is the controversial one. I think this is called the Maxim 9, Maxim-9, like Maxim magazine. And I despise this gun. I hate this gun. I'm so tired of this gun. However, I will say the attachments, the little rail there, and the extra clip magazine part popping out there saves it. I like this. I don't mind this. This passes. But Bobby, what is your beef with Glock and 9mm? Like, come on. You gave us Desert Eagle, which is boss. You gave us 1911s, which we need more of those too, by the way. A lot more of those. But we need Glocks, man. We don't have any Glocks. Like, I don't think, well, Hasbro maybe, but like, do they not let people make their guns? Or 9mm at least, come on. I don't think we got any 9mm. But 1911's hooked up. You know, this isn't bad. But again, if you're not using with Red Hood, and you're not, like, this is going to be like your main gun. This is like huge to carry on you, I feel like. I feel like this would be a heavy gun, unless that's made of like plastic in front, but like, I don't know how I feel about my attachments made of plastic. Like in real life, that would like blow up on you. So anyways, let's put in the little shooter thing in there. It does fit in, but I don't want to pull it all the way in and then break it. But looks good. Any angle, just despite it like sticking out like that. Nice. Man, we got one more bag to go. You ready? Let's do it. Real quick before I slice these open, we've got all the extra magazines on the side here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Nice. Not gonna really go through those, but they're nice. Maybe a little more detailed, sure, but they're nice. All right, let's slice this open. I just cut that open and another magazine, an extra magazine fell out. I don't know what this one is for. This one, I think, but it's got it. They all have their magazines in it, so, weird. All right, let's move on. Okay, and now that I got them all cleaned up, let's start with a perfect example of what I was saying. We've gotten this gun before, but it's painted red with black accents instead of totally black, and I'm glad we got another one. You see what I'm saying? Like, this will keep me going back again, especially if a certain collector's needs has this gun, a character from, I don't know, whatever movie. I'll give it to her. Let's see if I can get it in her hand easily. Okay, nice. Nice. Yes. This is, I guess you wouldn't really shoulder this one. I don't know. I never really, short guns like this, I always consider like hood guns. You know what I mean? Like they don't really, like you need like sawed off and compact kind of stuff. Little, just no accuracy whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like, what's it? Pray and spray. But yeah, I mean, it's a little funny, but I guess she's going to hold it like this, but you're not going to hit the broadside of a barn when you shoot like that. Like, good luck. Looks cool for, again, look's sake, but all right, everyone's going to get a gun this time, so. Guns, lots of guns. Yeah, I like that. Here's another example. We got this with, I think this guy, or the, yeah, it was this guy. And yeah, it, repaint, desert style. Let's give it to the desert guy here. Let me do this off camera. Nice. Again. Works perfect with him. You could do another one in like a, yeah, like a, you could get away with black, gunmetal gray, not just a plain gray, it'll look like unfinished. But you could do a plain gray pack. I'm sure people like painting their own guns, but I don't have the time for that anymore, really. But yeah, desert, like what are the four like main food groups of military? It's like Arctic, desert, urban, and woodland, right? So and like black, like special ops. So like 5, you know what I mean? So you get away with 5 repaints of the same gun, you're not going to hear people complaining. I mean, anything more than that, as long as it keeps switching out like that. But all right, here's another gun I think we got with the new Steel Brigade Trooper. I did not get that figure. It was a little pricey for me. You know, what was it, 30 or 40 bucks, I think it was, plus shipping. It was a little, it's a good army builder, but, you know, I'd want 4, but at that price, it's a little, it's a commitment. But this gun looks really, really nice. You know, at least you can spend, 12 to 20 bucks and get his weapon, you know what I mean? So it works out. Stock's a little weird. It's giving me a little bit of that cyberpunk stuff, but I don't know, what is this? AR family? I don't know the designations. I mean, it's just going to be different attachments. I mean, this is basically like your M4 kind of setup almost. And then you can change your barrel, you can change your stock, everything else. But yeah, I don't build these. I know people build these from scratch, but this is really nice. Let's see, who should it go with? Maybe Red Hood. Let's give it to Red Hood. You guys chill for a sec. And these are the kind of guns we were talking about. No underslung attachments, no like grenade launchers or anything like that. Doesn't have to be on every single one. Like we need more guns like this. Like this is ideal, collector ideal. He's not really gonna, his arm's a little tight there with the jacket, but gets that aim. Nice. It's kind of more like the police used to, what I was talking about. But, oh, his hand isn't holding the thing, but whatever. You get the idea. Let's put on a blast effect. Barely, but nice. Not really holding that too great, but whatever. Let's do the next one. Okay, pop him over here. And next rifle. So I think this is new with the under barrel attachment. I wish these were removable. Like, can the next one be like this? Definitely want one like this in desert, in black. Yeah, Bobby, please, like this. That'd be great. That would be great. No, oh, it does have a port. Is that a shotgun or is that like a grenade launcher? You know what I mean? Or I forgot what that's called. But yeah, it looks really nice. I like all the details. Really, really nice. Let's definitely give it to this guy. Yeah, that looks good. And he is almost on that scope there. That looks like some special operations there, man. That's sick. All right, you know what? Let's put the little effect in the bottom one here. I don't think this one will fit in there as well, will it? Yeah, a little bit. The bottom one's bending, so I don't want to ruin that, but you can do it at your peril there. But let's just do the top one real quick. Sorry about these videos taking a little long. It's just Valaverse I really like to go in on, get all the details. Nice. This one's a little bent upward on the tip there, but it's all right. Got plenty. If a bunch of them did that, that'd be a problem. But yeah, that's nice. All right, let me get them fixed up and let's get into the last one. Okay, finally, another... Well, it's definitely not an M4. That's different. Another AR, I guess. I don't know the names of these. I'm sorry. When these ARs came out, it's just like they lost me with all the... Because it's just so many different combinations. I can't keep up. But, different barrel than the other ones, different stock. I'm not crazy about this barrel on the front there. I like that one a little bit, thicker design. I don't know what you want to call it. More detailed design. But I like the stock, or the butt there. And the magazine's cool too. But yeah, not bad. It just reminds me of like the old James Bond, like silencers, you know, and they had like the giant silencers like the Russians would use, and they're trying to kill bombs. Like, maybe that's what this is. But I always thought that was a little silly, and maybe that's why it's giving me that. I wish it had a more of a plain look like that, or that one without all the attachments on it. You know, it's got the little one on there, which I like. That's fine. That's fine. Better than, it'd be too plain without it. But, and I don't want these removable. That's been a thing too. And I mean, it'd have to be a really good design. I mean, these rails here look really like they could really handle it. You know what I mean? The grip of this. But all right, let's get this in this guy's hand. I'm gushing over it, but this is definitely the best weapons pack ever. Oh, and the handles aren't like overly thick, and they're not thin either, so they're not gonna like overstretch the hands, you know what I mean? And that's another thing toy companies in general have to be aware of. Like, you can't, unless you're going to give us multiple hands, you can't like have one gun. I know it's like that in real life, but these are action figures, so you know, I'm willing to let it slide. You got to have all the handles be all the same size between handguns and rifles universally, because otherwise the hand stretches out for the rifle and then they can't use the handgun anymore. You know what I mean? So it's just like, ugh. But they're pretty similar. I don't have the Valaverse handgun out, but they're pretty close. They're pretty close. The thickness, I guess, the width, circumference, all that good stuff. But this is more what the cops use. Please, let's do the small effect here, because we haven't really used this one too much, but pew 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 pew. Yeah, nice, really nice. What can I say? I mean, I'm liking this set. I mean, is it a fluke that it's so good? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, Valaverse has always shined in the weapons department. This kind of tops me off with the extra guns I need. I think I'm pretty good now with filling out my Cobra Troopers and anyone else who's missing a weapon. But yeah, like I said, keep doing variations like that. I won't be able to say no. You know, that'll keep me going back. And that's, you know, they got to start listening to us, you know, the customers. I mean, in this sense, we're always right, because with our ever shrinking dollars, you know, and it's, you know, only going to get worse, it seems like. I mean, you got in the 2026, it doesn't seem like things are going to get cheaper. I hope, but like, if I look back at the history of time, nothing has ever really gone down. I mean, Bobby's lowering the prices on his stuff, which I'll give credit when credit's due. That's awesome. And hopefully other companies take note, you know, it makes them look bad. But yeah, this is great. I'm loving these. All the weapon packs are awesome. Definitely recommend getting this. I mean, I cannot believe they haven't sold out yet. I can't believe it. I day one, see, people like to think I'm a hater, but I mean, when like Instagram, you could set your like notification bell when people get alerted, and I have Mezco, I have Tamashi, and I have Valaverse set, and I want to know when these go up immediately. And I was like day one, first hour, first 10 minutes ordering these, because I thought for sure they'd sell out. And surprisingly, they didn't. Hopefully, I mean, I hope that's not a bad thing. Maybe they just got more inventory. But weapons are where Valaverse shines. You can't go wrong. The quality's good. I don't have a bad thing to say about these. None of them broke in the demonstration over here. Thank you if you stayed with me this long. If you have, why not subscribe? And if you have subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Bobby, I hope you've enjoyed the video if you're watching. I see a lot of my ideas being used. The Cobra Night Landing, I see that. Guess what's getting a metal bar that I said that Tonka used to use, or back in the day, those cheap trucks. The Vanguard's getting that now. You know, the Pogo Copter's getting a design, a little tweak there. You know, come on now. Come on. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And thank you. And I'm not trying to go one way or the other here, but I'm going on and on. Before it goes on, let me end it there. Hope you enjoyed. Till next time.